We're back. Ladies and gentlemen. The microphone is on. I am back. I got food in my belly. I went out, I bought extra teepee. I got tuna. Bought some ammo. No, I didn't buy any ammo. Hey, if there's an attack, if there's a 3-Eye Atlas attack, I'm ready because I got teepee and tuna. I'm well prepared. So I went around. Oh, I ate a lot. Too much. I probably ate too much, especially this time of night. I went and I tried to find, there's not too many live feeds going on, but there are a couple. I'm going to keep scanning. So we do have, while we yak away, feel free to make anything, comments that you want to make to have it. This is one feed. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to, I don't know if anything, is Avi Loeb expecting anything? Like, what's he expecting? What's Avi expecting? What are we expecting? Are we expecting anything? If someone comes up to you with purple liquid, say no. No, thank you. No, thank you. But this is one of the feeds. And there's a second feed. I'm gonna keep. I mean, this one is a little. I don't know if this person is showing. What are you gonna see in the night sky, right? So that's the question. Are we supposed to see something? Is something supposed to happen? I guess we're expecting to see aliens. That's what. If Avi Loeb is right, and I am wrong. That I just look like a dumbass. But I'm telling you, there's no aliens going on. If I was Superman, if there was a Superman or Supergirl is coming out next year, right? I would fly out there. I'd say, guys, it's a big rock. It's a big rock, and it's a big rock of rock and ice. It's a comet. So I don't know. 3-Eye Atlas speed curve, 180 days. This is a feed. There's not many feeds that are worth. I mean, while I was having my sandwich, I spent 45 minutes scouring, trying to find something that's worth. I don't even know what is worth watching. Right. So there is. Ray's photography. Is it Ray's photography or astrophotography? He's got one on the right-hand side, which is basically his backyard shot, pointed up to where 3-Eye Atlas is supposed to be. And then his left picture is. Oh, there's Ray. Hi, Ray. He's got a really good setup. He's got a really good backyard setup. And this is a hobbyist that is seriously involved in astronomy. I remember when I was a kid and I got my first telescope. It was I don't even remember the specs. I mean, they were talking 1978 when I got my first telescope. And you point. I remember the first thing that I could honestly see was the rings of Saturn. Pointing the telescope up to Saturn and I mean, I was just blown away. I was just blown. There I was, I don't remember how old I was. 8, 9 years old. I'm looking through a telescope and I see Saturn, and actually through my telescope I actually see the rings of Saturn. As a kid, when you realize that this stuff is real. That's how I became infatuated with science, astronomy. If you guys ever watched How the Universe Works on the Science Channel, it was, flash warning. I know, right? don't know how to. I can't respond to that, Flash. I don't know what to say. I guess I said ooh back. If little Martians, or I guess Martians, I don't even know aliens. That's why I got aliens up. I think I do also have. What other backdrop do I have? Oh, I got the space guys. Yeah. I mean, you can never. Well, you can. I mean, we got a little bit of Brian Cox, Brian Green. Can't go wrong with the attractive elves with swords. Women with swords. Good looking women with swords. Something amazing about that. Like all those images of the elves, the female elves and everything. I mean, jeez. That's like Warcraft, right? The female elves were pretty good. Yeah. I tell you, sex sells and everything. It doesn't matter if it's video games, astronomy, or 3-Eye Atlas. Put 3-Eye Atlas in a skirt with a nice pair of legs, and I tell you, everyone's watching. Everyone. Even the girls. Even the girls are watching. But I don't know what we're going to see. Here we got Ray's backyard. I don't know what we're supposed to see. If they are aliens that are going to come out and attack, then I don't know if I don't know what that looks like. What's this one? Oh yeah. I got that one. I got a few backdrops. I think the alien. Oh, I got this alien one too. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Robin Williams? Nanu? Do you think Robin Williams? What was Robin Williams' character's name in Mork and Mindy? Mork. His name is Mork. I guess it's right in the title. His name is Mork. Mork and Mindy. But I guess I think anyone who's watched my channel, I'm not a believer. I don't believe in Santa Claus. I believe in Santa Claus more than I believe in Jesus. Hi. Hey, those furry paws. 67, 67, 67, 67. Pardon my ignorance. Is the counter the amount of minutes the Atlas is closest to? 36 minutes. Yeah, 36 minutes and 44 seconds on your left-hand side. That is minimum, what I call minimum safe distance. Which, of course, 3-Eye Atlas will be the closest, 168 million miles away, basically just under 2 astronomical units away from us. That is one of the... Now, there's two... Looks like this guy changed his configuration a little bit. Oh, no, now he's back. He's got some space station stuff on this one. He's got the trajectory. That's not the trajectory of 3. I don't even think this guy's... I think he's just putting up garbage. I think Ray's photography is... I mean, this guy's passionate. I mean, you follow people with passion and you never go wrong. He's a... Yeah. Do I believe Jesus was a real historical person? Oh, Mason, that is a great freaking question because I love the historical Jesus. So there are some TV shows that talk about the historical Jesus, and I don't know. No problem. No problem, Alter Ego. My pleasure. Any other question, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer anything for sure. Mason, the historical Jesus is an amazing thing, right? So understanding the whole Constantine story, but Constantine legalizing Christianity, the Council of Nicaea, and the putting together the first Bible. I mean, basically, it was Emperor Constantine. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be. There basically wouldn't. I don't think there would be a Christianity. I don't know. I question whether Jesus in the form that the Bible at least tries to describe existed. I don't think so. There hasn't been any. There hasn't. No one at his time wrote anything of value. Like, no one wrote about him. If he's doing all these amazing things, great historical, like Einstein, right? There's so many people wrote about Einstein because he was a big, huge figure. The historical Jesus is a. I don't know. I honestly, I do not know if Jesus actually existed as a real person. Is this the coming of the Borg? Oh, dude. Dirty Red. Dirty Red. I think the Borg scenario is much closer than we think. Because when you have computer chips that are able to communicate seamlessly with organics, with our brains, you basically then can develop that system by which you can integrate computer chips, and then they speak to share information seamlessly with your brain. At that point in time, I think people that have the chip implants are going to be thinking faster. They're going to be human beings with extra compute power. And of course, then it becomes a question at some point in time, does a malicious AI then is able to distort thoughts, ideas, control? I don't know about control, but if AI can place ideas, thoughts, or images into your brain, Borg could be much more closer than we think. That's the scary part. God, please cover this person with peace, strength, and protection. Ease every burden, calm every worry, and bring healing and light. Amen. Thank you. Thanks, Caps. I'm not religious. I know I'll take that as a compliment because that's the way it's meant. So that's what most secular scholars thinks he existed. Josephus wrote about him. I mean, there's a couple of people that wrote sporadically about him. I forgot but very, very little. If someone is doing what he is doing based on what was described, you would have huge amounts of just, of people of that time discussing Jesus, right? Just discussing him. Wow, he resurrected. He walked on water. He turned water into wine. Stuff like that. Is it a comment or what? I don't know. 30, what do we got? 36 minutes? Wait a sec. Oh, does Ray know? We're 30 minutes away. Ray does not know. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, shoot. You know what? Never mind. 28 minutes, 40 seconds. My fault. My bad. We are 28 minutes away from minimum safe distance. I guess it's actually 28 minutes away from Armageddon, I guess, is what Armageddon is coming close. Yeah, so I don't know the secular the historical Jesus. I find that it's very. I watch a lot of shows on the historical Jesus. I think it's incredibly fascinating. Incredibly fascinating. It's already here. That's what AI is now. It's already here. Is it a comet or what? Devin, we don't know. We don't know what it is. The thing is, it's still 168 million miles away. And I want it to be live. This is way past my bedtime. Oh, it's way past my bedtime. I usually wake up middle of the night to go to the gym. But if Avi Loeb is right, we'll see something come out of it. We'll see little lights and Skynet, Dirty Red. Skynet is, people have been talking about the idea of Skynet. I know some AI scientists, so what's his name? Jensen from NVIDIA. When he is absolutely 100% certain that AI will not turn malicious, that it will be 100% controlled. There's nothing, there's zero to worry about. That's what Jensen from the CEO of NVIDIA. He has no apprehensions, no fear, nothing to. So it's interesting. I mean, he's the guy that he's an engineer too. He designs the chips. He puts these chips that are broadly distributed amongst the hyperscalers. I mean, the factory that Tesla just built, factory server farm, it went up in a year. Amazon put one up in a year. Massive, massive. The compute power is insane. You start to realize, now you move that to quantum computing, multiply compute power by 100. what that changes the world, right? Something. You got super intelligent AI combined with quantum computing. This makes the internet look like nothing's happened. So I'll tell you, we'll be catching up to the aliens pretty fast. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if Nicene. Mason says Nicene Creed Christianity ruined the real message of Jesus. Paul distorted his message. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole Testament. I mean, the Old Testament. If you want to watch good old blood and butchery, you read the Old Testament. Like I said, I'm not religious. The New Testament is every Wednesday is Chuck Norris Day. We do 12 How Tough is Chuck Norris on every Wednesday, on every Wednesday show. There is I'll mention one. I told myself I'm not going to mention any How Tough is Chuck Norris except for Wednesdays. But there is one that says on the seventh day God rested, and from there on Chuck Norris took over. I mean, that was brilliant. On the seventh day God rested, and after that Chuck Norris took over. I mean, I have met Chuck a couple of times, so I don't know, nothing. What do we got? We got 23 minutes. You know what's interesting though? You do think about it. Do you think Three Eye Atlas is an ancient entity? Well, it's an ancient entity. It's a big piece of rock and a big piece of ice. It's a big piece of rock and a big piece of ice. So yes, it is an ancient entity. Do I think it's a technological entity? No, I don't. No, absolutely not. It exhibits everything. It exhibits is nothing out of the ordinary. It exhibits things that are consistent with not being from our solar system, which would be ridiculous if a comet from a totally foreign solar system in any way was similar to ours. I mean, totally different composition and everything. I think Dirty Red. I think everything is it's the same thing that every other. Almost virtually every astrophysicist except for Avi Loeb is saying. It's just Avi Loeb. You guys know Avi Loeb did get a big Netflix deal, right? Multi-million dollar Netflix deal. Avi Loeb is rich. He's rich. Trying to keep it under the radar, and they wouldn't disclose any numbers. I'm interested in the historical Jesus, not the modern day Christian version. Yeah, me too. I love the historical, archaeological all those things. I mean, they're literally finding things that are like 10, 15 feet below the earth. Like, I always wonder, how do things get buried by 10 or 15 feet? It's not like they have cat bulldozers to, push how does stuff get covered like that? Because it's a modern, it's people have lived there perpetually. I assume, where like in Israel, where they're finding some of these things in Jerusalem and whatnot. I mean, I would love to go see, as an agnostic, I would love to go see the Holy Land. I mean, it's just the historical value of that stuff is immense, right? Yeah, I mean, I love the Crusades. I love the story of the Knights Templar. I mean, I love medieval times in the sense of learning about it. I do think it's 1,000 years of wasted human progression. Imagine if we went from the Roman times, end of Roman days, and we went right to the Reformation. We'd be 1,000 years ahead. We would be 1,000 years farther along than we are now. Bob the First, spooky, scary, Diddy, blubs, send mangoes down your spine. Yes? Yes, it does. Dirty Red says, I don't trust our leaders or government. Neither do I. Neither. Hey, even Ronald Reagan said it. The scariest words you'll ever hear is, hello, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. No, they never are. Especially today. Manufactured reality. That's what I'm scared of. And that's Charlie Kirk. They could use 3i Atlas as a cover Black Swan event. This to crash markets end of the year. Yeah. They're losing control of gold and silver. Just a thought, head fake. They're definitely, I tell you, it looks like they're losing control of silver the last couple of weeks. When it was in the low 50s, and I was a market maker. I had on NYSE and NASDAQ through the ECNs back then, which were ARCA and Island Instinet. I also was a futures trader, options futures trader, and an economic analyst. So I seeing the economic numbers, I've never bought into the economic numbers. They are also scrubbed and manufactured. I don't believe them. Especially today's numbers. There is, Dirty. I don't disagree with that. There's something disingenuous that's been going on for a very long time. Imagine it gets closer and it's just the bat signal. Could you imagine? Who shows up? Does Ben Affleck show up? It's the bat. Is it Ben? I thought Ben Affleck was the best Batman. I know. Not everyone's going to agree. I thought Ben Affleck was the best Batman. Still, I like him. Avi Loeb got a Netflix deal. I know, millions. They won't disclose the amount. Avi played his cards right. Man is not dumb. I think it's tacky what he's done with the whole alien scare thing. Elon Musk seems to be an alien to me. He doesn't look like a trillionaire or a normal peep. I'd go drinking with him. Elon, let me buy one round. Come on. Let me buy one round. Just one. Fallen angels are the aliens, I believe. No, that's... Brian Greene is my favorite scientist. Who is yours? I love Brian Greene. You have to spell him Green with E-E-N-E. I always get that. There's a few. I mean, I love Brian Cox. I like Roger Penrose. I like Michio Kaku can. I like what he says a lot of the time. Sometimes he No, I don't want to say bore. It doesn't bore me. I do like Neil. Like a lot of the major talking heads, I do like because they are good talking heads. I don't know. You look like Chuck Norris. I do get that. I do get that. We have. Where's Chuck? No, that's not Chuck. There it is. That's not me. That is for Chuck Norris Wednesdays when we do the How Tough is Chuck Norris. But the thing is, being told that you look like Chuck Norris, I don't. That's a compliment. Thank you, Devin. They banned the Book of Enoch for a reason. Exposed so much of aliens. I know they banned it. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know enough to form an exact opinion. That I guess that would be. Chuck Norris is a god. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. On the seventh day, God rested, and Chuck Norris took over after that. That's what do we got for time here? 15 minutes and 50 seconds. Are we going to see? I mean, my feeling is this is all for naught. $23. Oh, shoot. That was 8 minutes ago. Damn. Yeah, there's a delay. Off track. I want to hear Jim Morrison singing Build Me a Woman when the aliens land. Oh, yeah. Well, I could do that. A tracker until dust moves a lot over the years, burying slowly. Okay. Yeah, Mason. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I just find it really strange how it can just build so fast and so much over an entire city, So you can talk about Ken Griffith and all the naked shorting going on Wall Street. Well, naked shorting is supposed to be illegal. How do you naked short something when you're supposed to, delivery is gonna fail, right? The delivery of the certs are gonna fail if you naked short it. I don't know how the DTC. I don't know how the system is even supposed to work. And I was on the inside, so all I know is some people are able to naked short all day long, all freaking day long, without delivery of the certs. I don't know. And I was an insider. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I think it's just the power structure, right? On Wall Street. But if you naked short something, you need delivery in 3 days. You have to deliver the certs in 3 days. If you're selling me something, where are my certs? They keep it in street name, so they or they don't keep it. Yeah, just in street name. They don't keep it in your personal name, so it's just one big lump of stock. And I don't know. It does. It's frustrating. The financial system has always been a little. What's your best financial advice? ETF, CDs, and high yield savings is what to do. Well, it depends. It depends what your objectives are, how old you are, how much you have. I'm scared of everything right now. I think evaluations, everything are just ridiculous. It's always sellers get the checks, and you always want to sell too early. You always want to sell too early. I own no stocks right now. None. Nothing. No crypto. Nothing. I think there's an opportunity coming just like 2022. Valiant Thor returning any minute. They have hundreds of LLCs and just to resell each other, no settlement. SEC knows. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Absolutely dirty. Yeah, it's a whole, the whole. But at the end of the day, you still need to deliver, right? You still need to deliver. A naked short is doing a transaction, 12 minutes and 17 seconds, doing a transaction where You're selling something to someone, but you don't have it to sell, so the delivery is failing. But I think because they keep it in street name at the DTC just electronically moves stuff around, right? If you have enough money and you're powerful enough, you can naked short all day long, I think. About 60K and 30. Yeah, Kodak has Mason, I would just be patient with the markets. That's people, friends ask me, I said, like, you don't have to do anything. Don't. FOMO, the fear of missing out, is the worst thing you can do. Kodak has 5 billion naked shorts, never settled. Yeah. That's what happens. And they don't settle, and it just gets greased off the books. It just gets greased right off the books. XRP and Ripple using blockchain will stop this. What I'm concerned of is quantum computing. That is one of the things with quantum computing. The power, digital defense companies that deal with encryption. I don't know why I couldn't remember. It's late. Encryption is going to have a whole new world because quantum computing is so powerful. Quantum computing is so powerful that it's going to go through these things like passwords and all this digital encryption. It's going to look like a little baby compared to what quantum computing is looking like it's going to be able to do by like 2028. "10 minutes and 8 seconds till minimum safe distance." Do we, what's the other, let me see what the other channel is doing. Nothing. I don't even know what this guy's doing. The Interstellar News Hub. Ray's photography. So I guess the image on the right, which is basically his two telescopes looking up. If you see this top image right here, the top far right of that, you see it's like spinning around, it's flashing. That is video he took, I think, like 2-3 weeks ago when it just passed around the sun, when got the first look as it passed around the sun. And it's basically a GIF. It's a whole bunch of images that he took strung together, which is what a GIF is. And it basically shows 3i Atlas tumbling. It's tumbling. 3i Atlas. What I find amazing, though, somewhere out there in space, this thing is, wait, what's that? You see that? Let's see the right side, guys. They got the little. What is that? Oh, it's the aliens. It's the aliens. Is that the aliens? It's turning. Fuck. It's turning. I should have put Halloween music on. Hope Ray's not punking us. It disappeared behind the telescope, right? Nothing? What happened? Oh, shoot, guys. You know what? Let me give you. Looks like Ray is moving his telescope. But I don't see anything. I mean, there's probably a satellite. There's probably a satellite that was going across the sky. Should keep the news feed up to see if there's like explosions in Washington, D.C. or Moscow or Beijing. Then we know that Independence Day has started. We got to call Will Smith. 7 minutes and 10 seconds till minimum safe distance. So it's like Avi Loeb said, if nothing happens here, and he said that there's a chance that something might come out of it. So, I mean, theoretically speaking, the alien, if they are aliens, they wouldn't care whether they're at the closest. Like, it's not like they would look when we get to the closest we are to Earth, then release the hounds. I don't think they'd care. If they're gonna if it's aliens that are gonna release something, I'm sure it would have done so on the first flyby. Or like, I'm not sure. It's like, let's wait till we are the closest we are to Earth. But of course, I'm not an alien. I mean, I've had people tell me I am an alien. Just kidding. I don't think I have. Gene Roddenberry. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mason, go to bed. Work tomorrow. Have a great evening. Are you going? If you're going to bed, you have a great evening as well. Gene Roddenberry was a visionary, probably an alien or new one. Gene Roddenberry. It's the GOAT. The original Star Trek is the GOAT, if you ask me. ISS space station. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, it could have been the space station. Yeah, it seemed very bright, right? So it probably very well could have been the space station that was sort of cruising across there. Space station is huge, right? The size of a football field. It's massive. That thing was moving crazy fast. Yeah, it was. I like watching Randall Carlson. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe most of what he peddles. But I know what you mean. I track her. I see the appeal. I do. Yeah. Maybe Jesus is returning. That'd be nice. Well, I mean, I guess. I don't think it'll happen, but Ezekiel wheel. Say that fast 5 times. Ezekiel wheel. Ezekiel. I'm a Graham Hancock kind of guy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have always been so bad with names and faces. And there's actually Brad Pitt says he's got this condition too. And I'm wondering sometimes if I have, because I am so bad with names and faces. Almost time. Well, it's 4 minutes and 4 seconds. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. I wonder if do I have any mysterious music? Pull up a Pixie. No, I can't do that. Well, that's not bad. Hey, Ray. Okay, he just 3 minutes and he's what is he doing? Bruh. Oh, he's zooming in. Smart guy. Okay, minimize. Yeah, that's an old GIF. That's from 2-3 weeks ago. He's zooming in on nice. Okay, we get to zoom in 3 minutes and 5 seconds. I don't know. What are we waiting for? What are we gonna see? What are we waiting for? What's gonna happen? Are we taking bets? Something? I should call Brian Cox. I wish I had Brian's phone number. Hey, Brian. Hey, it's Danny. Who? Danny Alex. Who? Never mind. Okay. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. This thing gonna warn us of Galactus or what? Yeah. Yeah, the Silver Surfer will come out, and I don't know if it'll be a he or a she. So, Galactus is coming to eat your world, and there's nothing you can do. Oh, okay, well. Not only do we have a Hulk, we have a Chuck Norris. Go ahead. Might be an earthquake. 4 minutes, we must be being targeted by a wormhole weapon. I'm behind. Y2K, yeah, remember Y2K? I'm a wealthy investment banker, and I will pay handsomely to be used as your what is right? What's on the right hand side? I don't see any numbers changing on the right hand side. I don't know. Who's the closest to the Pokemon? I don't know Pokemon. Pokemon Go. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I don't know. Twilight Zone. Yeah, I got a little music in the background, right? Just 20. Oh, here we go, guys. Don't breathe. 15 seconds. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. And we were promised a show. If I had Avi Loeb's phone number right now, I would call him. Oh, he's probably sitting at home just laughing, right? He's like, I fucking bought it all of you dumbasses, all of yous. And he's like sitting there counting his Netflix bucks. He's counting his Netflix bucks. So is that our answer? That's it. I think no explosions. There's no explosions. There's no fireworks. There's two intimidating pictures of Chuck Norris that are intimidating me. There we go. That's better. Well, geez, I feel like I'm glad I didn't sell tickets to this. There'd be a lot of requests for refunds. You promised a show. We got a really big show. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see because Avi Loeb did say today, or was it yesterday? What was the interview? Today or yesterday? He said that if something doesn't come out, or that you know, something could come out. Something could come out. Or they go exactly. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact verbiage. But then he pushed right on to Jupiter, because when it comes to Jupiter, because of that could be the place where they decide to release something. It's like It's worse. This is worse. Have you ever gone to the fair and you've seen this 6 foot tall man eating chicken? The 6 foot tall man eating chicken. Have you guys seen that? Well, you go in, you give your like 8 credits. Here's you walk in and then it's all covered up. And then when they open it up, it's a guy sitting at a table. He's 6 foot tall and he's eating chicken. That's a 6 foot man eating chicken. Thought I was going to drink my last coffee. A few more thousand now in my future for the next year at least. Thanks for show coverage. It's what I do. Remember 1A? Remember 1A? You distance, so it must be about 8 minutes. Yeah. The blue star returned and left. Oh, I should, let me put this back up to full screen here. Watching comments. Hey, Scott Matthews. Well, I thought, 3i Atlas was going to be the closest it's ever going to be to Earth at 168 million miles. This is a image of the sky. And needless to say, nothing happened. I'm not surprised. This is probably what I was expecting. I don't know. I guess a meteor shower would be more interesting than... I subbed. You subbed? Yeah. Yeah, Scott. It's a little bit, I don't know. I gotta, give Avi Loeb a call and say, hey, brah, I want my money back. Avi Loeb is either sitting at home laughing uncontrollably. maybe we'll spot a primordial black hole. Yeah. A micro, one of the micro ones, the micro size ones, primordial black hole. Won't be able to see it, but yeah. So either Avi Loeb is sitting. yeah. Apophis hitting Earth 2029. Can you comment? Apophis. So what I know about Apophis is it's coming. It's another asteroid coming close, right? I don't think. I don't. From my understanding, there's no the research that I've done, and it hasn't been deep, but when I saw it was going to come within, what was it, thousands of miles, like, right, 38,000 miles or something like that. Pretty close to Earth. But hey, all it needs is a little nudge, right? During that time, it needs one little nudge, and it changes direction, and it's smacking Earth. Apophis. That's actually something. I gotta write that down for. Apophis is. I'm sure Avi Loeb is gonna jump on that pretty soon. 3i Atlas glows blue because it's made of cobalt partially. It was glowing. No, it was glowing green. There was a news piece today. It's got the green glow. That's something else. Yeah, I'm not sure what that. Yeah, 3i Atlas has got a nice, brilliant green glow. Maybe Jupiter's big red dot disappears tonight. Well, you'd want something to happen, like something 2001: A Space Odyssey kind of feeling, like something. Oh, green. Yeah, green. Yep. Is asteroid Apophis coming from same direction as 3i Atlas did? No, no, no. I don't know. I don't know the. I think as an asteroid, it's on this. I think it's probably on our. Let me check. I would assume that it's on our same plane. It's 375 meters wide. Famous for its close pass by Earth on April 13th, 2029, when it will come closer than our satellites. Yeah, it's going to come close, but pose no impact risk for at least a century. I guess we don't have to worry about it. Named after the Egyptian god of chaos, this stony asteroid will be visible to the naked eye, offering a rare chance for scientific study of its composition and orbit. And that's kind of the scary thing when you think about it, right? Because we're talking 4 years from now, 3.5 years from now, and if it has a slight trajectory change, that few thousand miles turns into direct hit. Like it doesn't take much for a little bit of a nudge, right? You make a tiny degree change over a long distance and you have a significant change in trajectory. Apophis, yeah, about 1,200 feet wide. Roughly the size of the Empire State Building, which would do a lot of damage. Is asteroid Apophis on our solar plane? Is it on our solar plane? Yes, Apophis orbits roughly on our solar plane, known as the ecliptic, but it is slightly tilted. But for the most part, approximately 3.34 degrees relative to Earth's orbital plane. So it's just a tiny fraction off of our orbital plane. For comparison, this is shallower. This is a shallower tilt than the moon's orbit, which is inclined at about 5.1 degrees. Huh, that's kind of interesting. So, what do we... Copper? No. The, boy, you know what? I just read the article today. You'd think that I would... What... Is it the carbon... making 3i Atlas... Yeah, carbon dioxide. Or diatomic carbon, caused by diatomic carbon, C2. Molecular consisting of 2 carbon atoms bonded together. That's really interesting. Diatomic carbon. Yeah, C2. 2 carbon atoms bonded together, and that's what... as the comet moves closer to the sun, solar radiation heats its icy nucleus, causing frozen material to sublimate directly into gas, outgassing, or as Avi Loeb would say, the spaceship's thrusters. Fluorescence: when the sunlight hits the C2 molecules in the comet's coma, it excites the molecules, causing them to emit light at green wavelengths. So kind of similar to the Aurora Borealis, right? Cyanogen contribution. Some observations also attribute the green-blue hue to the presence of cyanogen, CN gas, which has also been detected in significant quantities. So that is... Could all these objects coming in the form of a bigger one in the future? Maybe earliest debris. No, I don't think that's a consideration. I don't. You wouldn't. You just wouldn't have. You wouldn't have two. You wouldn't have two comets following each other like that. They would both have their own independent trajectories. I don't think there's any cases where you have two comets that are following each other on the same trajectory. I don't think that's ever happened. Not that I know of, I'm guessing. Closer than our satellites? No way, that can't be right. Yeah, it's a few thousand, yeah, than the farthest satellite. So there's a lot of it's a few thousand miles. Like, it's close. It's a close hit. Apophis is close. And that's what I mean, right? You only need a very tiny degree change over a long distance. That becomes a significant move. How many miles is Apophis? About 20,000 miles. So it's about 32,000 kilometers. 20,000 miles or 32,000 kilometers. Closer than satellites. It will pass closer to Earth than the ring of geosynchronous satellites, which orbits at around 22,236 miles. The asteroid will be approximately 23,800 miles from the Earth's center. NASA has confirmed that there is zero chance of impact for at least the next 100 years. It does seem like a pretty close flyby to be 100% sure. That seems kind of... Because Apophis is passing so close, Earth's gravity will likely trigger asteroid quakes or surface landslides on Apophis, which will be studied by NASA's OSIRIS-APEX mission. Interesting. The asteroid will be visible to the naked eye for approximately 2 billion people in the Eastern Hemisphere, Europe, Africa, and Western Asia as it passes. I typed in, can Apophis wipe out our civilization? No, an impact from asteroid Apophis would not wipe out human civilization. While it would cause catastrophic damage on a regional scale, it is much smaller than the asteroid that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. Size comparison, Apophis is approximately 370 meters or 1,100 feet wide. The asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs was roughly 10 to 15 kilometers or 6 to 9 miles. Yeah, that's a big difference. Yeah. Wide, about 30 to 40 times larger in diameter and millions of times more massive. An Apophis impact would release roughly 850 to 1,200 megatons of TNT. While this is significantly more powerful than the largest nuclear weapons ever tested, it is a fraction of the energy required for a global extinction event. It is not large enough to inject sufficient dust and soot into the stratosphere to cause a global impact winter that would collapse worldwide agriculture. So even if Apophis hits, wherever it hits, it's going to be a pretty big explosion. But if Apophis were to strike Earth, the devastation would be extreme but localized or regional. City destruction, it could completely obliterate a major metropolitan area. crater formation, it would create a crater roughly 3 to 5 kilometers or 2 to 3 miles wide. Tsunamis, if it hit the ocean, it could trigger massive. Oh, the tsunamis would be massive. If it hit the ocean, oh my God. Waves near the impact site could reach over 1,300 feet high, potentially devastating. That would be the big scare for Apophis in 2029. If it hit the ocean, like right in the middle of the ocean, Pacific or Atlantic, Indian, it doesn't matter which one. 1,300 feet high waves. Could you imagine? Better sell that beach house in Malibu. Widespread shock waves, destructive air blasts, and thermal radiation could affect an area of up to 1,000 kilometers or 600 miles in diameter. Current risk status, NASA and the European Space Agencies have officially ruled out an impact from Apophis for at least 100 years. Its famous close approach on April 13th, 2029 will see it pass safely at a distance of about 20,000 miles. That doesn't sound reassuring. It will see it pass safely. Just wave at Earth. Basically, Earth has an 8,000 mile diameter. So you're looking at 2.5 Earths away. It's 2.5 Earths. So yeah, so from the center, from the center of the Earth, which will be its radius, just stack 2 more Earths, and then so it's kind of far when you think about it that way. Because if the radius takes up half the Earth, so just two more Earths out. So I mean, yeah. So we're probably okay. So, have we seen? Where's the aliens? Can someone get Avi Loeb on the damn phone? I bought ringside seats for this. Ringside seats. No aliens. There's rumors of us having hundreds of underground cities bases already up and running. Gotta be something. Jeez. That'd be a hard thing to keep secret, I think. They do have the couple of big military bunkers. And they have one for the politicians. Frickin' politicians. Why do you think the moon sounds hollow? I thought that they had a rational explanation for that. There's actually a few things. I wanted to do a video about the moon that talked about the depth of craters, because the craters on the moon tend to have only go so deep. There's some things about the moon. They did the what was the Bell test, right? They in 1970, what was it with the Apollo mission? They dropped the lunar lander back down. They call it the something Bell test or something like that. Yeah, they deliberately refers to the Moon Bell test refers to NASA's Apollo missions, especially Apollo 12 and 13, deliberately crashing rocket stages into the moon to study its interior, finding that the moon rang like a bell for an hour, with shock rays reverberating far longer than earthly earthquakes due to its dry, rigid, waterless geology, not because it's truly hollow, but rather like a stiff stone absorbing vibration slowly leading to theories of a hard outer crust, and deeper layers. Which would make sense because the craters are all a certain distance, right? Deep. It looks like they don't go any deeper than this one. So it could be that it's like has a really hard outer shell. Apollo 12, 1969, astronauts deliberately crashed the spent lunar modular ascent stage into the lunar surface at approximately 6,000 kilometers per hour. Seismometers left on the surface recorded vibrations that took 8 minutes to peak and lasted for nearly an hour. In 1970, the heavier SIVB rocket stage was crashed into the moon. This impact caused the moon to ring for over 3 hours, with vibrations traveling deep into the interior. On Earth, seismic waves from an earthquake typically dissipate within minutes because our planet's moist, partially molten interior absorbs and dampens energy. Despite fringe theories suggesting the moon is hollow, mainstream science attributes this ringing to the moon's unique physical properties. Extreme dryness, unlike Earth, the moon has almost no water in its crust or interior to act as a shock absorber. Rigid structure, the lunar crust is composed of highly fractured dry rock. When struck, seismic waves bounce back and forth between these rigid layers and fragments, echoing repeatedly rather than being absorbed. Low attenuation, the lack of a substantial fluid core compared to Earth's means there is very little viscous damping to stop the vibrations. So it seems like they got that figured out. I think there was, I think there was some. Apophis, I Googled coming in Friday the 13th. Was it Friday the 13th? Oh shit. Not Friday the 13th. Thanks again for entertaining me this evening. Hey, Craig. Hey, you're back. Craig. That's my pleasure. Thank you for entertaining me. Within the calculation of error tracker, yeah, theoretically it is. Yeah. Craig, is 3i stopping in here on the 19th? It doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't look good. Avi, is Avi, like, can you get into an official, like, global address? I know how we could start it off. You could start off with I fucked up. Something like that. Like just something like, okay, I fucked up, okay? It's gonna be Jupiter. The aliens are going to attack from Jupiter. That'll be well past. He'll have the money from his Netflix deal in his account. Who knows? Well, we should be able to recover some interesting data and pics for sure. Still heading towards Jupiter Hill. Yeah, still correct. Jupiter's Hill radius. That is correct. Should be some good pics, or So 3 years, few months left till Apophis. It's too late to deflect. No. If there was something. I'm not sure what the time frame they would need, but probably within something like 12 to 18 months they could get a rocket up there and detonate something. They would just have to move it slightly. I believe them when they say that. Plus huge ocean waves, yeah, it will be devastating. The one from 2012 was 27 kilometers. 27 kilometers, yeah, that is devastating. That's a civilization buster. Nothing is happening. I know, powerful JR. You are not powerful JRE. Nothing is happening. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's like we're all kind of like. Even if we had, what's the Martians? I keep asking the question, but I never. The Martian, the little Martian from Looney Tunes. Marvin, right? Marvin, my buddy Marvin. I love Marvin. Oh, I'd be good buds with Marvin. I would be. To Marvin. Marvin the Martian. That's what I would at least want to see. Marvin the Martian. Like I bought ringside seats. Devin, 1,000. Yeah, 27,000. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. See, senor, see. The aliens have a cloak device, right? They're freaking Romulans. They're Romulan. They have cloaking devices. That could be it. I don't think Avi ever accounted for the. Let's chat with Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar. I want to talk with Marvin. Oh, that Bob Lazar. Sorry. Yeah. I was wondering, why do I know that name? Yeah. Well, Craig. I have no skew, Jesus, a psychic healer. I have no skew, Jesus, a psychic healer. Well, hi, family. Hey, Laura. Alexandria, Ontario, Canada. Alexandria. Where's Alexandria in Ontario? I know where Alexandria, Egypt is. Of course, named after my man, Alexander the Great. I love me some Alexander the Great. So good. Where we got the gray aliens living on the backside of the moon, right? I don't know about huge megaprobe that a part of people say about must be something there. Never mind, the universe is too big for humans. I mean, the universe is too big for the size of the universe is size in itself. Suggests that by default, the universe does not want us to meet anyone else, any other species. The universe has almost in its construct ensured that intelligent life will not meet each other. I mean, we're talking years just to get to Jupiter with all the technology that we have. Years just to get to Jupiter. Years. I mean, just think of the trip to Proxima Centauri, 4.3 light years away. I mean, that's pretty amazing, right? A three-star system. Could you imagine a morning on one of those planets? The universe is so efficient in so many ways. Are we supposed to take as fact the WoW signal came from 3i Atlas? Are they rewriting that history? No. I think that was an Avi Loeb thing. I don't think Avi. Oh shoot, Avi. He's really painting. I don't think Avi even cares. User X. I am sending some UFO and orb to that ship for monitoring. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, let's monitor. Yeah. That ship's sus. Hello? Gecko, have you ever... Can't say that I have, my friend. Can't say that I have. 3i is controlled by my consciousness. It's you! To test human intelligence. Oh, user, you've been messing. You're screwing with us. Don't screw with us. Yes, Marvin the Martian. Thank you, Tracker. A Doggy is back. Hey, man, you went fishing. I'm actually in the ship in the tail. Oh, you're in 3i Atlas, Doggy? Oh, shit. Grab a pen. Grab a pen or an ashtray. Just something to prove that you were there. Don't be like the rest of the people that have been abducted and like forget to take nothing. Even the doormat. These alien spaceships, do they have doormats? Like you go inside and it's like, when you're leaving, they're escorting you out and you look down, you say, can I have the doormat? Just something, or the pen behind your ear, can I? They won't believe me back at they won't believe me, I'm telling you. 3i is on emergency. Either it fragments, explodes, or it passed right by Earth, or it starts orbiting Earth. Starts orbiting Earth. Oh my God. I don't know how Avi would deal with that one. That would really mess Avi up. He'd probably get another Netflix deal. 3 possibilities near 3i. One may collapse. Yeah. One may collapse into a real. Rocket heading towards Earth runs out of fuel just before it hits. What's the update, buddy? Well, Frame. I got nothing. That would be kind of funny with all of a sudden, you're sitting there staring at the screen and all of a sudden you see like these ships come and all these like laser. You know what's always funny? I've always thought that this is absolutely ridiculous. Whether it's Star Wars, although Star Trek is a little bit different, they seem to hit a lot. But Star Wars, basically, they got all these fighters and they have stupid lasers, right? They have stupid lasers that just fire blankly. Like World War I machine guns, right? They just like... Future war, you would like shoot one thing at one ship and it would hit, just like we shoot one missile at one thing and it hits. You wouldn't be blasting all of this, like the amount of energy that it would take just to blast lasers like World War I machine guns. It makes no sense. It's asinine. Again, people writing science fiction that don't know anything about science fiction. No, the Greys lives underground. The Earth hostile to humanity. Either the UAP are Pleidia, Arcantuan, or Draco ships. I choose Draco. I was abducted late night by an infinite-shaped UAP. Were you? User, I don't believe you. I'm not buying what you're selling. I operate 3i as a mirror. It shall reflect back per pole. It uses gravity propulsion. Gravity on space-time itself, not any celestial body boundary to be measured. Gravity drive. Event horizon. Event horizon. I'm inviting the event horizon to Dimension Zero. When I came up with a name for Dimension Zero, I actually, being a screenwriter, I had all of these ideas I had to write down for a screenplay for Dimension Zero. I had so many ideas that just like flooded my mind. I am still dreaming of XRP going to the Mon in price action. Hope I get that 2026. Moon. Every picture I'm taking is blurry. I don't know why. Every picture is blurry. Depends what camera you're using. What f-stop you got? What kind of... C. Slim Slammer 3679. C, senor. Very, very nice indeed, sir. See, thank you. Gracias, señor. Yes. That's literally, that's my Spanish right there. 20 years in Los Angeles. That's my Spanish. Can you give us your spin on the Large Hadron Collider purpose? Is it for alien contact or demons? No. No, the Hadron Collider, it's for they're trying to find particles, right? Trying to discover, that's why they discovered the boson Higgs, the God particle. The CERN is just for, yeah, it's just for colliding. And they're expanding it, right? They're doing a huge expansion on it. It's crazy. It's interdimensional. Could be, JJ. Whoa. Oh, shoot. All right. I apologize. I had to get rid of that. I apologize for that in the chat. I thought I deleted it. I am still where were we? I'm still disappointed by the Battlestar Galactica movie. Found a weak Earth of 1980. Yeah. Wait, which Battlestar Galactica movie? Battlestar Galactica. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the new Stargate, because Amazon is doing a Stargate series. I'm really hoping. I hope it doesn't turn into a Rings of Power. Please, please. Can I invoke God as an agnostic? I think so. I do not know Richard Gilbert Hill. Personally, I do not know. No. Nope. You'll have less religious people with the new name. Yeah, Doggy, and that was kind of basically, yeah, because, you know, Godless Universe was basically saying something we weren't. And that was really, it always just came to a religious discussion, and that's not, that's not what I want. I don't even like discussing religion. Look, you can't argue religion because it's predicated upon blind faith. There's nothing to argue. If someone has that, yeah. So it's, I want to talk science. I want to talk science fiction. I want to talk everything from black holes to Ahsoka season 2. Oh, jeez, that's gonna be some fun reviewing. Total 11 plus UFO stayed overnight. Abode my house overnight 2 hours. I can guess I am monitored by the NHI for what I am doing. Aliens tracked my location. I told UAPs to descend to ground. They rejected. Gee, you're writing a story here, man. The telepathic message from the NHI ships I received reads, "We shall monitor you from the far. Cannot descend to a place. Pull of public presence shall come down in a silent place. We want to talk." Okay. Okay. Better live image 24-inch telescope. Yeah, well, there doesn't seem to be much going on, is there? I don't even know what the Ooh, Sally Struthers looks pretty rough, eh? Oh my gosh. That's, if there's one thing that I remember from Game of Thrones, there's one statement that I remember. It was the Onion Knight. What was the Onion's Knight name? Remember the Onion Knight? The guy who had his fingers cut off, Stannis cut off his fingers? And he goes to pick up, get the Baratheon, what's his name? The Baratheon kid, when Tyrion is going to meet with his brother. And he's sitting there making weapons for the Lannisters and the Onion. What is the Onion Knight's name? He's a great actor, that guy. Davos Seaworth. Yeah. Davos. Yeah. Davos Seaworth, the Onion Knight. And how does he say? He goes, "Nothing fucks you more than time." So true. Nothing fucks you more than time. Time is just it's like a powerful fist. And the only thing that stops, I think, the only thing that stops time. Oh, sorry guys, I moved that away. The only thing that stops time is exercise. Meaningful exercise. Look at Chuck Norris at 85. I mean, the man he's working the bag. I got 30 years on him. He's working it arguably harder than I am. Weights, exercise, that's the only way to longevity. Sylvester Stallone, right? Another great example. They're probably aliens is what they are. Oh, the 1978 movie Battlestar Galactica with the original crew, with the original actors. That's the one I used to watch. I watch that all the time. Yeah. He captured Tail. Oh, really? Oh, who captured the Comet Tail? Better Live Image 24-inch 20 with 90-second exposition. Who got the tail? Why did humans never go back to the moon? Where we were told to stay away, or narrative for military. Oh, I really think there's no more use to go. It's very, very expensive. I just don't. It was expensive. The infrastructure that it required, and there was no because it was a race. The Russians lost, or it wasn't the Russians? It was the Soviet Union. They lost, and I don't think there's anything nefarious about why. There, what would be the purpose to you had a very bad economy. You had inflation. That was during the Jimmy Carter days, right? Inflation was crazy. The space shuttle was starting, the space shuttle program. So I don't think there was any reason to keep the Apollo. I totally get it. So is there a good picture? What do we need a picture of? Oh, I'm sorry, doggy. What do we need a picture of? Oh, Chuck's photography. I did see Chuck's photography up there. Yeah, I did. I did. He was sitting out in the bottom right corner. Yeah, I did see him. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, he got a tail. He got a comet. You can see the comet tail. Okay. Moon is too dusty. Yeah. Yeah. Those fine grains. I mean, if you inhale those fine grains, they would kill you. Like they go into your lungs. I think that's also with Mars too, right? You got to be careful. And there's that stuff in the Martian soil that is toxic. You can build a non-propulsion system accelerator Tech from NHI Telepathy reads, warp drive is definitely useful. Warp drive make UAP appear blurry, weird, very fast, undetected, radar curved. I'd have to see the science on that. I'd have to see the comet. The comet. Oh, I don't. Of the tail. You're talking about the tail? My apologies. Yeah, you're talking about the tail, right? For Chuck's photography. If he took a picture. Yeah, I gotcha. Gotcha, doggy. So does AI have a kill switch in case of Skynet scenario? Why would they not have one? Something fishy about all the secrets and no public comment. I would think they. So I don't think. Yeah, I think they would. They've put parameters into the code that is supposed to act as a. But there's ways. What I found, what I see is there's ways around all the code. There's ways around it. A kill switch. So you need to segregate it into a confined spot and then kill the power. Those are good questions, and I wouldn't have the answer. Turkey? I would love to visit Turkey. Love to visit Turkey. Oh, the historical stuff in Turkey, guys, right? Lebanon, some of those medieval castles. Some of those medieval castles in the God, they're just crazy that people lived in that stuff, right? Just crazy. NSA will have a back door. Yeah. Of course they do. Of course they do. So, I guess that's it, guys. If you guys are out there, consider liking, subscribing. Happy to have you on board. I got lots of things that I'm planning with the channel. Got a bunch of people hanging out. Really good people. I really like all you guys that have been hanging out. It's feels good. Feels good. There's a lot of good people. And I think that's usually what makes a good. Don't want to use the word community. It's kind of, but I guess it's a group of good people that you all learn something, all have a few laughs, be able to talk about science, movies, science fiction, a little bit of news, a little bit of economics, a little bit of everything, and get something from it, have a good time, and feel like that's the way I want to feel like as the purveyor of everything. So a lot of things come true from the Bible. And it predicts a comet Wormwood. Do you see anything coming in soon? Probably undetected. I don't. Just Apophis. I'm not a Bible guy. I have read the Bible. I have 1.5 times. I am not dumb. I figured if I didn't believe in the Bible, I have to understand why I don't believe in it, right? I do. I think as an English major, understandably, like the verbiage has been changed over and over and over. I would love to read the very first Bible that they put together. They do have one copy of it. It's written in Greek, right? It's from 380. I think it's from 380, like literally 60 years after the Bible was first put together. But very few iterations actually still exist over the centuries, which is pretty sad. Look, the Bible is still, even if you're not a believer, it's still a historical book that if we had all of its iterations would be pretty amazing. It still has historical, deep historical context. NASA already contacted aliens. In fact, they invited these UFO sightings and UAPs, but they didn't classify it. NASA definitely stands of never appeal straight answer. Well, I'm one who doesn't believe in aliens visiting us. Ethiopian Bible, rather old. Ethiopia, yeah. And of course, they all have their own, once they deviate from the mothership, if I could say that, they become, different, right? So all the Bibles are different. The Lutheran Bible compared to the, Presbyterian Bible compared to the Roman Catholic, that all of them have this very, very different iterations of. I don't think, I don't think the aliens. I wonder what Ray's saying. Ray's he's pretty good. Like, he's pretty good at stuff, right? Put into the big screen. I mean, there's nothing. Is that something there? That one little dot in the middle, is that 3i Atlas? I don't know. Oops, that's not the one I want. There we go. Hey, Dirty, thank you. Thanks for the show. We'll bookmark and join ya. Hope you do. Please come back anytime. Absolutely. Have a great sleep. Well, I think we'll call it a night. It doesn't look like the aliens are showing. I am going to be on tomorrow, guys. I usually don't do Fridays, but tomorrow I am going to be on. We're going to be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Friday, I call it Friday Fun Day. I don't know what to call it. Just something. Low stress. Thank you, doggy. Good to see you. I hope to see everyone. Please come back. I have an open door, an open invitation for you all. And we got a few things we'll talk about tomorrow. We'll summarize this whole 3i Atlas thing on tomorrow's show. And a couple of other things. And then maybe share a beverage of some kind to see us all into the weekend with feeling good. And it's almost Christmas too, guys. It's almost Christmas. Don't worry about spending much. Hugs and kisses are just as good as anything else. Don't overspend. Don't do it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for the evening. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the company. I will see you tomorrow night. And I guess that's it. That was the show. That's it. So, have a great evening.
Yeah.